Hello everyone. Today we are going to make whipped cream cake. I am going to share with you all the tips and tricks that I know which as a beginner will be really helpful for you. So let's get started. So the first thing that you really need to understand is the type of cream that you use. You have to use a non-dairy cream. So this is whip topping gold or Riches topping gold. You have also Amul's non-dairy whipped cream now. So always prefer a non-dairy whipped cream so that it is much easier to manage and much easier to whip compared to the dairy version. So in whipping cream, you have to be very careful about the temperature. So when you are preserving it, you are keeping it, you will keep it in the deep freezer, not in the regular fridge. But when you are ready to make your cake, you bring it down to your fridge so that it turns into the liquid consistency which you can easily pour and whip. While you are whipping it, you have to start with the lowest setting first and then gradually increase the setting. So the whipping cream is already pretty sweet, but you can add 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Why we are adding powdered sugar? Because it has cornstarch in it, which will help to stabilize your whipping cream and it will be much more easier to spread and pipe it down. Whipped cream, as you keep on blending it, the air will incorporate in the cream and then it will start doubling in the consistency, so it will be much more easier to spread after this. It will take about 5 to 6 minutes in getting the right consistency. So as you can see, the ripples are pretty easily formed. That means your cream is almost ready and it will start holding up its shape. At this point, you can add any color or flavor you want to incorporate. As you can see, this is how it should look. The cream will be really stable. You can easily lift it and it will not fall off the spoon. So now we will refrigerate it for a while we prepare our cake. So this is my chocolate cake. The sponge I have prepared already before, but I will share the recipe next time with you all. Today I'm just showing you how to prepare your cake, how to assemble it and put the cream on it. So the very important part about getting any cake perfectly right is to get the layers perfectly correct. You have to make sure all the layers are equal in size so that in every bite you get the correct proportion of cake to cream. So this ratio is really important. So you have to first of all slice the cake sponge into perfect layers. So this is a leveler. You can find it easily on Amazon. I'm going to use it to level up this cake. Using this tool is really easy. All you need is a flat surface. Put your sponge and move it through your cake. The wire in it will work as a blade and it will cut your cake into perfect slices every time. You do not have to worry about leveling anything in this. All the work will be done by this leveler. Now let me show you how the layer turned out. It is pretty easy to manage it. The layer is very beautifully cut down. As you can see, there is no difference. It is perfectly flat. So this is how you cut all your layers. I got 4 layers out of this sponge. So I'm going to fill the layers with chocolate ganache. I have already made a video on how to prepare chocolate ganache. I will put the link to it in the description as well as here. It will pop somewhere here. So you have to bring the ganache to room temperature. It is beautiful, glossy and shiny as you can see. And now we are ready to put it in our cake. So if you are a beginner, first thing you will need is a good turntable and an offset spatula. These two things are really important for decorating your cake. So make sure you invest in a good one. So you will also need a simple syrup. You will also need a base. Always remember the base should be larger than the cake you are preparing. I am going to put a cloth here so it will help the base to stay in a place. And now you apply a bit of ganache so that the ganache will work as a glue. It will make sure your sponge stays on a place and does not move. So after you put your sponge, you have to soak it with the simple syrup. This syrup I made with sugar and water. I boiled it and cooled it down completely before using it. So this syrup will make sure your sponge stays really moist and make it even more delicious. So after soaking it up, we are going to put our filling. So I'm using chocolate ganache here, but you can use any other filling that you want. So put a dollop of chocolate ganache and spread it with the offset spatula. You have to hold your spatula something like this, close by this, and then you spread it evenly all across your sponge, but not going very much close to the border. So you put the next layer on top of it and then repeat the same process for all your layers. You apply generous amount of syrup so that all your layers are well soaked and juicy when it is ready to serve, and apply the ganache properly, not taking it too close to the edges, and making sure all the layers are laid flat and not falling down on any of the sides. So keep checking that in between. So all the layers are stacked, and now it's time to refrigerate it for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, your cake is pretty much set. Now using a serrated knife, we are going to cut down all the excess edges, the edges which are rough and which can have a problem while applying icing. You cut it down and give a smooth shape. So this is how you cut down all the edges. You can use these leftovers in making cake pops or some other decorations which you can put on top of the cake. Make sure the sides are trimmed off perfectly and there is nothing excess left and it is pretty smooth, so that you can apply your frosting much easily on it. So while applying your icing, I always find it much easier to go from top to bottom. So apply a lot of icing on top and then spread it evenly from top to down, from spreading it all across the top surface, then taking the excess icing and moving down on the sides. So the first step is the crumb coat. We are not doing the final coating right now. We are just roughly coating it for the crumb coat. So this will hold all the crumbs together and then we will refrigerate it for half an hour. So after half an hour, it is pretty much ready for the final coating. So for final coating, apply a lot of icing on the sides. Here you apply a generous amount of icing on the sides. Do not be lazy in this. You have to apply a lot of icing so that it is easier to smooth it down. Now let me share you this one secret. Take a card, take a normal plastic card, the cards you play, or a Uno card, and then put it straight on the surface and move your turntable. This will ensure a really smooth sides. So while using this card, always make sure you clean it after every use. Make sure to remove all the cream from it so that it can do its magic really smoothly. I find it really very easy and very convenient to use this, and it's very economical also. It's very cheap. A lot of baking instruments are really expensive in the market, so this is a really cheap alternative that you can use and try it out, especially if you are a beginner and you do not want to invest a lot in it. So try using this method. It really works amazingly well. So while icing, you might find some gaps left, so fill it up with extra icing and then again smooth it down with the card. So this process you will have to repeat till you get really smooth edges. Even when you are using a spatula, always clean it after every swipe that you do. After every swipe you make on the cream, you make sure you clean it. So the cake looks pretty neat and it is ready to be refrigerated. I will refrigerate it for another half an hour before I add any other decorations. So I have made this fondant decorations that I am going to use. So coloring your whipped cream is really easy. All you need is a gel color. You add few drops of gel color and then you vigorously mix it. I'm using a spatula. You don't need a beater for this. You can do this easily with a spatula or a spoon. Just make sure that you mix everything very well and there are no concentrated color parts left. So adding fondant decoration is really easy to the whipped cream. Only thing that you need to be careful is that the decoration is very well dried and also that it is really light in weight. If you have something really heavy, it will be difficult as the whipped cream is very delicate. It's not like buttercream, it's not going to set very firmly. So you need to make sure that your decorations are very thin and lightweight. So in case you have a heavy decoration like this tree I made, it is full of fondant and it is really heavy. So you need to give it an extra support like this and then put it on your cake so that the support will take all the weight of the fondant and make sure it does not pull down your cake. I hope this video was helpful for you. As a beginner, this is all you need to work on, improve on your finishing. And if you like it, please like, share, comment and subscribe.